Now, regarding this story of Oni's opening his Ojaja Park in Akure, a whole lot happened. A whole lot of drama, my people, they said actually happened there. Now, they said because, of course, Queen Naomi is there in Akure, Taden Kawo is there. They said the plans of the Oni initially was to go there alone and have, this event done, with Queen Naomi and Tadenikawo, because obviously that Ojaja Park was for Tadenikawo and Queen Naomi, in Akure. But because of the fact that these women knows immediately that, of course, Oni is going to, have his full time with Queen Naomi and Tadenikawo, they decide not to just let Queen Naomi have that time. They decide not to let Queen Naomi and Tadenikawo have that, full time with the Oni of Ife. Because of that, in fact, when the event started, it was only Olori Temitope we saw that was there with Oni of Ife. And they said none of the Oloris were supposed to go with him. Yes. Why? Because he has mapped out his plan that he's going to have that time with Queen Naomi, that he does not want any disturbance, he does not want anybody coming to intrude. But before you know it, they said when Oni landed, it was not up to how many minutes Temitope also landed. And of course, we know that Oni is not that kind of a man that will say, go, go, go. That kind of thing. They said she just have to let her be, because whether they are there or not, anytime you want to have time with Queen Naomi, he will definitely go ahead and do it. So at this very moment, they said, well, in fact, why Oni did not even want any of them to come in the first place was because he wanted Queen Naomi to sit by his side. And he want only Queen Naomi and Tadenika was seated by his side. But these women, being who they are, they don't want Queen Naomi to have that time at all. Sorry for that call, my people. So right now, my people, they said, Queen Naomi was actually supposed to spend that time. And when these women started coming in, of course, Oni would not ask them to go and all that. That was how they said Olori Temitope was with Oni of Ife. And that's the reason why we saw her right there beside him. And it was much later that they now saw Olori Ronke came in dancing and all that, and they said Oni was just telling Ronke that see your second, that kind of a thing. These women make sure that they just stay close, like just drink gun Oni like this, because they know that going to Akure waters, of course, and because Oni is going to open the Ojaja Park, there's no how Oni will say they shouldn't come. Adibi went there on his own accord, like he didn't go there for this kind of event. Maybe they wouldn't have even want to even follow. Of course, they won't even try, because Oni will tell them, I'm going there for my own personality. But because it's an event that, of course, Oni cannot say, why are you here? Why this? Why that? Maybe that's the reason why Oni just have to let these women be. And they were just everywhere, rally around Oni, going around him, just doing all those things. And Oni was like, I don't understand, but it is what it is. There's something I now saw that Oni was doing. Oni and Queen Naomi were actually texting each other in that event. Yes, you will see Oni bending, pressing his phone, and you see Queen Naomi also pressing her phone. And also, there's this gift bag that Oni gave to Tadenika to go and give to the mother. And when the hey children, when Tadenika got there, he started removing everything, and he now brought out a note, a just piece of paper, this kind of note. I was like, Queen Naomi collected it, looked at it, and he kept it back. I was like, okay, maybe it's a note. See, there's something that is actually happening between Oni and Queen Naomi. But it's just that these women, because of what they have decided to do, to just see that they block Queen Naomi from having access to Oni, but it is what it is. They are still there texting themselves, stop communicating, even though Queen Naomi is not seated beside him directly, but even where Queen Naomi was seated, they were actually chatting and having their own cool communication. In fact, To me, I even love that one. That one is even more romantic, now. Of course, that one is more romantic if you ask me. It's more okay. At least it's even more fun. That in the presence of these women, a whole lot of communication is going on, a whole lot of love messages is going on and everything. And Tadenikawo on his own part, when I saw what Tadenikawo was just looking at the father and looking at these other women. In fact, Tadenikawa was not actually happy from the way I saw that boy. He was not happy because, when a child sees that the mom and the dad are seated together doing those things, you will see the child jumping up happy and all that. But because he knows that the mom is there, and the boy right now will be confused. What is going on here? Who are these women? Even though the mom must have explained to him, because there's no how he will not ask questions growing up even at this age. He must have started asking questions before now. Why is she not with the daddy? Why is the daddy not with them and all that? And of course, Queen Naomi has explained one or two things. And maybe that's the reason why when the boy is looking, we'll just be looking at this women that, okay, daddy is with other people and me, I'm not with daddy. Daddy has other wives and all that. The boy was just like, I don't understand. Why would daddy have other wives when my mom is there? Because if you look at the boy's countenance, you will know that some kind of communication is actually going on in his mind. The way he was just looking at the father, the way he was just giving handshake. In fact, Oni could not just hold it. The way he was just giving the boy was just handshaking him. They were just giving themselves high five, high five, high five. I was like, wow. See, my people, one thing I notice is there's this serious love between Oni and Queen Naomi. Yes, there's this serious love. Aside from Tadenikawo now, like between them, within them, there's still something going on. And that is the reason why I see that Queen Naomi, it will be hard or difficult for you to see that Queen Naomi get married. I'm saying this thing, it's not as if we don't want Queen Naomi to move on. We don't want Queen Naomi to go and get a man. But the fact remains that where your heart is, you will want to be there. So Queen Naomi's heart right now is with Ooni of Ife. Yes, her heart is still very much there. That is the reason why you cannot tell me that suitors are not coming. They are coming from left, right, and center everywhere. But the fact is, Queen Naomi has not seen that person that will take that position of Ooni of Ife in her life. Queen Naomi has not seen it. He has not seen that person. And that is the reason why, even Ooni himself, despite the fact that he is with these women, his heart is still very much with Queen Naomi. Okay? It's still very much there. And that's the reason why Ooni kept looking, his attention was just going towards Queen Naomi's side. His attention was just going there like that. But if it were to be these other women, why would his attention go there? I'm telling you honestly, but because Queen Naomi is the one we are talking about, the mother of his heir apparent, the mother to his first son, the woman that made him to hear the cry of a boy in his life, the woman that made him to feel having a male child. You know what it means. Queen Naomi did all that for him, and she broke the record. She opened the way for him. And you can see how other male children have come in, okay? But, because of who Queen Naomi is, these things just have to be. These things have to be the way it is. And that's the reason why Oni cannot do without Queen Naomi. Forget the fact that we don't see them together. We don't see all those things. That is why Queen Naomi will just be looking at these women that people don't even know what is happening. If you guys know what is happening between me and this man, people will even decide to just wake up one day, carry your bag and leave the man that, so you love this woman like this, people are into each other like this. Yes. But because Oni will not come out and be singing it in their ears, but they should know that action, they say, speak louder than voice. So, my people, these are the things I've actually noticed. And because of all that, that is why these women try as much as they can to see that they've joined Oni in that event. But me, I still believe that that one is just open show now. When it comes to one-on-one, I know definitely at the end of the whole get together, he would definitely have time for Queen Naomi and Tadenikawo. But that one will not be what we will see on air, but it will just be within just the three of them. And this visitation has been happening not today. They have been seeing each other very, very well. Yes, they have been seeing each other very, very well. But these things, they don't show us. We don't know we don't, these things don't come out on air. And so, because of Queen Naomi now, like what we heard, they said that's the reason why Olori Temitope and Olori Ronke actually attended that event. If not, they were not supposed to be there in the first place. The event was meant for Queen Naomi and Ooni and Tadenikawo. But because these women have decided that they just have to, they want to go and see with their eyes how Ooni will do. And that's the reason why Queen Naomi just pipe low, maintain herself, sit calmly, and was just watching what was happening. She didn't go anywhere. She just, after greeting Oni, hand over Tadenikawo, and she went back to her seat where Oni asked her to sit, and she went back and sat there. It was Oni that even prepared the seat. He asked one of his aide, his guard, to go and arrange the seat, which the guard actually did. We saw all that, okay? So my people, it's not a small thing. In fact, these women, they just want to see that. They don't want to see Queen Naomi and the Oni together. But no matter what they do, that one is just public show. When he, after that event yesterday, did we know, do we know what happened? No, I know that a whole lot must have happened. But if I get the gist, I'll still come here and let you people know. But I just want to come here to let you people know why Olori Ronke and Temitope actually attended that event uninvited by the Ooni of Ife. But just that Ooni cannot do, and you cannot ask them to leave. So my people, this is what I came across on the street of social media, and I said I will also come here and also relate with you people. Thank you so much for always tuning in. Thank you so much for always standing by. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. But bear it in mind that all these are all alleged stories. They are not for sound information. Okay? Thank you so much to all my returning subscribers and all my new subscribers. But do me well to give this video a thumbs up. I love you guys so much. Bye for now. Have a beautiful week ahead. Bye-bye.